Alright guys, welcome back to my channel again. It's your boy Yasir here, aka Billionaire Yasir guys, okay? So in today's video, what I want to talk about is like what I have learned from the book I read, which is called Think and Grow Rich, basically, okay? So over the past week, I've actually read this book, and I'm gonna actually share with you guys the 5 key takeaways that I have learned from this book, and you can actually implement it in your life or in your business or whatever might be. Okay, so basically, like, there's like so many pointers, okay, that I've learned from this book, but I can't cover it in one video, so it's better to actually just share it like a few pointers, like let's say 5 key takeaways, right? And also, this is the second time I'm reading this book because as I said before, like previously I was actually reading books, but I wasn't even documenting it. I wasn't even taking notice. I wasn't even, taking some key takeaways of it. I was just reading, go through the, next one, right? So this is the second week that I've actually finished a book. I never done this before, right? So before, what I used to do, like, let's say a month or let's say a month and a half, I used to read only one book. Even though it takes time, I still, decided to do it because, the year is almost finished, right? So I want to actually, document my journey or like my, the books that I'm reading, okay, in my YouTube channel before the end of the year, right? So that's the plan that I've actually come up with. And, as I said before, this is the second week that I'm actually reading books and all of that, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and also read more books before the end of the year, basically. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get right into it. So the first thing I've learned from this book is that desire, okay, like the starting point of desire, basically, right? So this book teaches you like how to come up a desire, like how to find a desire. For example, like if you don't have any desire or like a burning desire, okay, how do you expect you're gonna do the thing that you said you're gonna do? For example, if you don't have any desire or like any burning desire on starting a business, then even if you start it, okay, you will not become successful because you don't even like it, right? You just started. You don't have a desire. You don't have like any reason, okay, for you to actually start the business, right? So first of all, what it teaches, like before you even do anything else, first of all, you have to actually find your burning desire, and then that's when you can actually create goals and actually eventually do something good for your life or your business. Also, it teaches like once you actually come up with your desire, okay, and you have a burning desire, okay, you have to actually write down your goals, okay, and once you actually write down your goals and what you want to achieve and all of that, okay, you have to actually make it something that you can do like every day, like repeat it every single day. For example, if your goal is like, let's say, to walk, let's say 20 minutes a day, okay, every single day, for you to actually go ahead and walk like 20 minutes a day, okay, if you actually repeat it yourself, then okay, that means you can actually achieve your goal that you actually set up. Because if you have a desire, a burning desire, and you actually write it down, your goals and all of that, okay, that you want to achieve, and you don't take an action, okay, it is waste of time, basically, right? So you have to actually have, first of all, a burning desire, and second of all, you have to actually write down your goals and also break it into achievable goals, basically, right? And repeat it every single day until you become successful on the goal that you actually set up for yourself, right? These key points are similar to the points that I've covered in my previous video, but it is slightly different. And even me, when I actually read this book, okay, like as I said before, like I read this book, this is the second time I'm reading this book, right? So the first time I read this book, it actually even gives you like what's that called, steps, like a plan steps, like step 1, okay, do this, step 2, like write down your goals, step 3, like stick it into let's say a place that where you can actually see whenever you wake up and whenever you're going to sleep. And that's exactly what I did, okay? So I actually printed out all the steps that this book's teaching, and then I actually put it on my wall, so whenever I wake up, okay, I can see it right through it, and I can actually read loud of the plan that I've actually set up, so that way I can actually remind every single day, okay, for the purpose or the reason that I wake up to actually do the things that I said I'm gonna do, right? So this is not now, but I'm talking about previously, before we even move out to this new house. But basically, this book actually inspired me to actually go ahead and put it in my wall where I can see, okay, my goal and all of that. And that's exactly what I did. So the next key takeaway that I've learned from this book is that, or the second key takeaway I've learned from this book is that believing in yourself and your goals, basically. Okay, like first of all, you have to freaking have a faith. Okay, if you don't have a faith, how do you expect you're gonna win? Okay, there's no actual reason, okay, for you to actually win if you don't have like any faith, or like if you don't have any belief in your goals or in yourself, basically. Okay, so if you keep telling yourself like, I can't do this, it is hard, I don't want to do this and all of that, okay, don't expect to be winning, basically, right? You have to actually have, first of all, a faith. Okay, once you have a faith and a strong belief in yourself and your goals, then you can actually smash everything that's come your way, right? So that's what, you know, this book also teaches you, okay, which is the most important thing, which is like, you know, believing in yourself and your faith. Even if everyone doesn't believe you, okay, you have to actually believe yourself. Okay, so you have to be like your number one motivator to yourself. Okay, and basically if you have like a strong belief, okay, then it is easy for you to actually go ahead and achieve the goals that you actually set up for yourself. But if you don't even believe yourself, it's gonna be hard for you, basically, right? Because, you know, you can't actually wake up every day and, you know, not believe in yourself and want to do the work. It doesn't make sense. The step is to solve this problem, or like, you know, to become a strong belief in yourself, is that, you know, it teaches you to actually you know, visualize what you want to be, okay, every day, every single day, and also use like affirmations, okay. And that's what exactly I was doing back then before we even moved this house, right? So I put it you know, a note, okay, like, or a paper, I put it on my wall, install it on my wall, and then every day or every morning and every night before I wake up and before I go to sleep, I used to actually read the affirmation every single night and every single day, basically, right? And, you know, it actually helped me come up with like strong belief, even if everyone doesn't believe me, basically. Okay, so you have to actually tell yourself every single time that, you know, you are wealthy, you are successful, you are you know, you can do this thing and all of that. So if you keep actually doing, you know, or like visualizing what you want to be and also use affirmation, okay, then there's no doubt that you're gonna actually get, you know, or have a strong belief in yourself and your goals too, that you actually set up to achieve it in the future. And the third thing I've learned from this book, or the third key takeaway from this book, is that, you know, the power of subconscious mind. Okay, as I said before, I've already talked about some of the, you know, points that this book is covering, okay, on my previous video on the other books that I've read, which is called 3 Habits for Network Marketing, basically, right? But it is like slightly different, as I said before. So the power of subconscious mind works 24/7, okay, based on your emotions, your feeling, and all of that, right? So for example, if you keep listening something that's negative, okay, without you even realizing it, it will actually go to your subconscious mind and it will hold it like that, right? And it will not even, you know, let it go, because, you know, you believe that eventually. For example, let's say if you are hearing negative things all day long, okay, it's gonna literally affect your subconscious mind. That way, okay, you will not be able to believe in yourself, right? So it is all connected together, okay? So if you have like a great subconscious mind where you actually, you know, putting, you know, a positive thinkers, like, let's say, reading books, you know, listening audiobooks, let's say, literally like telling yourself that, you know, you can become successful and you can achieve your goal, like, you know, doing affirmation, visualizing the things you want and all of that, okay, then there's no way that you're gonna actually feel stuck, okay, into achieving your goal, basically, right? So basically you have to freaking have freaking strong subconscious mind, and you have to actually control or track, you know, what you actually, you know, put your subconscious mind. So if you keep consuming some, you know, bad contents or like some negative contents, or let's say being around with negative people, okay, it's gonna eventually affect your subconscious mind without even you knowing it, right? So you have to freaking replace self-doubt, okay, into confidence by continuously telling yourself that you can achieve this goal, that you can actually do this, that everyone did it, and you can actually do it yourself, right? So you have to freaking, you know, first of all, like, change your subconscious mind. So that's the third key takeaway that I've learned from this book, okay? And the fourth thing I've learned from this book is persistence and the key of overcoming failure, basically, right? So the lesson that this book teaches is that, you know, how success comes to those who have patience, okay? So if you don't have a patience, basically, right, and you want to actually achieve your goal, okay, in overnight, basically, okay, First of all, you will get disappointed, okay, in yourself, and second of all, you will give up on actually achieving the goal that you actually set up for yourself, basically, because you don't even have a a patience, right? And success comes to those who actually have patience, basically, right? For example, let's say the goal that you actually set yourself, okay, it might come in the next year, it might come in next 2 years, it might come in the next 5, 10 years, and all of that, right? So you have to always have like freaking patience. If you don't have a patience, then you'll eventually give up your plan or your goal that you set up for yourself, okay? And then you'll become an average, and that's not what you want to be, right? So you have to freaking have a patience in order to become successful, and that's what I've learned from this book. Like, it also takes an example, people like Thomas Edison, okay, who actually failed multiple times, literally multiple times, okay, and eventually, okay, they succeed, okay, while being persistent. You see what I mean? So, like, you have to freaking have a patience every single time if you want to actually do something or you want to achieve your goal, okay? And that's what actually this book teaches, basically, right? And it is a very good point, or like a key takeaway that I've learned from this Think and Grow Rich book, written by Napoleon Hill, basically, okay? So the next key takeaway that I've learned from this book, or the fifth thing I've learned from this book, is that mastering mind group, okay? And also, like, surrounding yourself with the right people, okay? So basically, if you actually surround yourself with 5 idiots, okay, you become the 5th. If you surround yourself with 5 millionaires, you become the 5th. If you surround with 5 negative people, you're gonna become the 5th. So the main point here is, like, you have to actually choose who you are actually surrounding yourself to, right? And you have to actually be careful every single time on people who actually around you. You have to think it like this way: are these people, okay, the ones that you want to become? If the answer is yes, then that's good. You have to actually learn from them, basically, right? And if the answer is no, okay, you have to actually take your shoes and run away, okay? Because whatever they are, okay, if they are idiots, like you'll become the 5th. If they are like negative people, you'll become the 5th. So you must actually always choose like who you surround yourself carefully, okay? And like, by also surrounding with the right people. For example, let's say if you want to become a millionaire, right? If you surround yourself with people who also want to become a millionaire, okay, it is easy for you to actually achieve your goals very fast, okay, than other people, because you have like a group, okay, that want to become what you want to become. You guys basically gonna actually motivate each other and all of that, right? And you will achieve your goal very fast because you have like-minded individuals, okay, who will help you actually grow in the long term, basically, right? And if you have like bad people surround yourself, okay, of course you will not go anywhere, okay? Even if you're thinking, okay, like, I'm different from these people, okay, actually it's okay, like I can hang around with them, okay, they're not gonna change me. If you're thinking like that, okay, eventually, okay, you'll become just like them, okay? Let's say it will take you like, let's say maybe 6 months to actually change yourself, basically, right? If you surround yourself with bad people. So you have to actually choose who you surround yourself, right? And that's why I also created my Discord server, okay, where we actually gather around, okay, with like minded individuals, okay, who also have the same goals that we have, okay, and want to become, let's say, successful in the future, okay? So that's why I actually created a Discord server with like-minded people only, okay? So I think I can say like this book maybe inspired me to create that Discord server. If you want to actually join that Discord server, guys, I'll leave that in the description below. You can check it out if you wish or if you want, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this video is taking a little bit longer. It's like over 20 minutes right now. So yeah, that's the 5 key things that I learned from this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, basically, okay? So yeah, that's the 5 key takeaways that I learned from this book. If I wrap it up, or like just give you the overview, the first thing we'll talk about was desire and the starting point of success, basically, right? And the second thing we talk about from this book or in this video was faith, and also believing in yourself and your goals, okay? And the third thing we talk about from this book was the power of subconscious mind, right? And the first thing we have learned from this book, or we covered in this video, okay, was persistence and the key to overcoming failure. Okay, so that's the first key takeaway we have covered in this video. And the fifth key takeaway, which is the last key takeaway that we covered in this video, is surrounding yourself with the right people. Okay, so yeah, I think, you know, that's pretty much it. So that's the 5 key takeaway I've learned from this book. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please hit that like button, and also if you are new to this channel, please you know, click that subscribe button, and also turn on notification, because every single week I'm gonna actually update, okay, on whatever book that I've actually read. Okay, so this is basically the second week that I'm actually documenting my journey, okay, on YouTube, me reading, you know, books along the way. So if you want to stay tuned, please hit that, you know, bell button, so you'll receive whenever I post a video your notifications. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this video again, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.